are live.
All right, I think we are live. Come on, verify we are live. All right, awesome. Well, we are super excited for you guys to join us tonight on our Sunday Winning Women Hangout. The Winning Women Network is part of DS Domination, also a partnership with Unit of Prosperity. And we do these calls, we bring them to you usually live every week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but we have something special going on tonight. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to, get on here early and share these incredible success stories with you so you can see what's going on with DS Domination. So, we value your time and I'm excited. So we're going to jump right in. And the first person I want to bring to the floor, I want to be able to share her story, is the fabulous Kay White. If you can come out and share with us how you found DS Domination and how you got started.
Hi there, this is Kay, and I'm excited to share with you tonight. I actually found DS Domination through a good friend of mine who started the program, and started last December after the holidays. Got started right away, started listing items after watching the videos, thought it was a really good program. Even actually before I started, I thought the concept was a really great concept because it was the first time I'd seen a company that offered an actual product that you could use right away to build an income. So many other companies that I've joined before, the products might have been either digital, or they might have been items that people get excited about, but often very seldom use. A lot of times maybe weight loss products or some other products just might not be consistent with. But with the DS Domination program, when I saw that it was built on two major platforms and that it presented an opportunity for ongoing income to be built, I got really excited. And after starting the program, I started enlisted, I guess, about 10 items. That was the limit that I had at the time, actually. And 4 items sold like within 2 days. And then later in the week, another 2 items sold. So I got pretty excited about this. I knew that I had a winner. I knew that this was an income opportunity that I would really be excited about for the long term. And here we are today. Uh, Now it's what, 8 months, about 8 months later, and I've just continued to use additional programs offered through the DSW program. For example, I'm currently excited about and using the latest product, which is Genesis, and I see a full opportunity for retirement using this income. Using this product, I should say, because I am seeing daily sales on Amazon. I have never seen daily sales with
Wow.
anything, even with my eBay. May have been days that I did not get a sale. But using Amazon, and I know that results will vary. I am very intensely engaged in understanding the new Genesis product and just building upon it. There's so many opportunities that come with it. And I just invite anyone, if you're looking for a way to build an income, you can get started at the very basic level for $19.95. And this is the pro level. And the pro level teaches you how to actually sell on eBay, drop shipping. And I, I myself is one of the best decisions that I've made, and I just invite you to take a look at the program and get started if you have not done so.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your story. And, for those of you that are listening, at any time that you decide that you want to get started, you can definitely click the link below, of course, to join us or request more information. And then I also have to say, on this hangout tonight, you'll definitely hear some stories, the different successes of women who have made, sales right out of the gate of getting started. So we definitely want to say your income is going to vary and your results may vary with this program, but what we have here is something that, with DS Domination, it's definitely a game changer. There are so many women on our team that are, experiencing phenomenal success with this program. So I'm just super excited about it. And you said that when you first got started, did you say that you had 4 sales like that first week?
I actually did. In the first week, I had 6 sales, but what shocked me was within the first 2 days, I had back to back. So I had 4 sales total. So I knew right away that this was something that I would be using for the long haul. I have not ever seen those results that fast with any company.
Awesome. Thank you, Kay, for coming out and sharing your story. As always, being able to inspire other women and just show us what's possible with DS Domination and stuff. So thank you again. And the next person I want to call, definitely a new face on our hangout is Sheldria Billings. If you can come out, share with us your experience with getting started with DS Domination.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Okay, great. My name is Sheldria, and I recently started with DS Domination a few short months ago. And how I got started was I already had a business that I was running, but I was looking for something where I can replace that income and actually have more time for my family and for other things that I wanted to do. So I started looking on Facebook, and I never ever usually check my Facebook invites, the events. So I just happened to check my events, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lakeisha Higgins has been inviting me to something. Okay, well, let me click on it. So I clicked on it and it said eBay, and I'm like, okay, well, I have an eBay account, so what is this? So it was actually a few minutes before the webinar was supposed to start. So what I did was I went ahead, signed up for the webinar, got on the webinar, and heard Roger's voice, and I was like, okay, I wonder if I can do this. Because I had an eBay account, and I've had it for since 2007. And me and my husband, we would just sell our iPhones or just little stuff on eBay from time to time or whatever. But it was never a career type thing or whatever. It's just to make some extra money, or if we wanted to sell our iPhones on there because a new one was coming out that year, we would do that. So I was like, okay, well, I wonder if this thing is for real. So I actually put a comment in the chat box, and I asked Roger, I said, okay, well, what if you already own an eBay account? Would that matter? And he was like, no, it doesn't matter. I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm signing up tonight. Count me in. So I signed up, and I contacted Lakeisha. I said, Lakeisha, I signed up or whatever. And I was super, super excited. I watched the training, and I started listing my items. At first, I listed only 10 items. And within a few hours, while I was sleeping that night, my item sold. I sold a crock pot, and I marked it up I think it was like $10 or $15. And I was like, oh my God, I just went crazy. So I was like, my crock pot sold. So I'm like, okay, how do I send this off? How do I ship it? I forgot all the training. Everything went out the window because I was so excited just for that one sale. So, that told me right there, okay, I can do this or whatever. So I kept listing, and my item just kept selling. I kept getting the cha-chings on my iPhone, and I was just so excited. So I went up to the elite level training, and I went ahead and signed up for that, did the training. I was so excited to the point where it took me a week to complete the training, just off of my excitement. I couldn't even do it because I was just so excited. So I sat down, watched the training, took my little notes. I had pages of notes from the elite training or whatever, and I actually implemented the training, and I've been selling items on eBay ever since. And please believe me, it works. I've never been in a company where I don't have to recruit in order to make money. I've been in network marketing before, and I had to recruit to make money, and I hated asking my family and friends to join my business for $500, $1,000, or whatever. And they were like, okay, well, what do I have to do? And I tell them what they have to do, and they're like, never mind, I'm good. So nobody would ever join me. And I was just like, gosh, none of this works. But DSD, you have a choice. Either you can sell on eBay, sell on Amazon without recruiting people, or you can do both. I chose to do both because I didn't want to leave any money on the table. So I'm just excited, and it's working, and I'm making money. And if you want to join, click the Join Our Team button below. If you want more information, you can click that too. But just join, do whatever.
Absolutely. I'm excited for you. You know, definitely the success that you have, and just definitely glad to have you as part of my team. And you know, one of the things that you said is, you know, that not having to recruit. You know, that was so many, I guess, other people's as well too. You know, what caught their interest with wanting to join DS Domination. You know, and you know, one of the things you said too, you said that you had, you know, had an account on eBay before, and you know, now that you're doing it as a business, you know, how has the training for the most part, you know, helped you? Is it user friendly?
Absolutely, it is user friendly. It's super easy because, you know, I mentioned I did have an account since 2007, but I would always get my husband to list items for me. I would get him to list my phone or whatever I was selling because I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't want to learn how to do it. I just got him to do it. So when I looked at the training, I was like, I could have been doing this by myself. I didn't need anybody else to do it for me. And it was super easy, super fast. I can list in like less than 4 minutes. And I mean, it's easy.
All right, awesome. Thank you, you know, for coming out and sharing your story and joining us on tonight's hangout. And you know, guys, tonight I'm hosting this hangout with the fabulous Scarlett. And before I turn it over to her, I do want to, you know, go ahead and share, you know, my story. You know, how DS Domination has changed my life. You know, as well. You know, as the ladies mentioned, you know, to get started with our opportunity, it's only $19.95. And what I love about it is that it's, you know, being able to have Roger's training. So it's like for $19.95, you get to look over his shoulders, you know, step by step. And he's like a power seller, titanium, you know, there's no reason why you could go wrong in this business. So you have someone step by step showing you how to do this business, and you don't have to recruit. When DS Domination was introduced to me at that time, really, I had no interest whatsoever. I didn't want to deal with anything that looked like it was network marketing. I was focused on my coaching business, and I kept seeing my sponsor, who's Keisha Bass, posting different success stories on her wall, not just her having success, but also her team was having success with this company. So I, you know, decided I was going to go ahead and list my first item. So I listed my first item, and within, you know, 48 hours it had sold. And it was only, you know, $3, but kind of like how you were, Chandria, you would have thought I won $1,000 running around this house. And you know, I was excited, and I had sold some items on eBay before. I had an eBay account back in 2006 where I used to sell purses. But what would get me is that was the time where it didn't have any flat rate shipping or anything like that. So I would get excited because I made a sell, and then it would get eat up with the shipping costs and things of that sort. So it's exciting to be able to have someone to tell you like the do's and the don'ts of, you know, how to use this business, you know, all the different tools and resources we have back there that come with the $19.95, such as, you know, a calculator. We have, you know, weekly trainings. The bonus of having, you know, this team, which is just phenomenal, being able to hang out with you incredible women. I'd pay $20 just for that, you know. And so it's just exciting. And you know, since I've joined DS Domination, I just wanted to supplement my income so I could actually be able to travel and, go back home whenever, needed, or have some money there whenever an emergency, took place. And, just this weekend, I was sharing at the event that we did in Atlanta. On my way to the event, my sister had called because she was both of my sisters were headed on a road trip with them and, the 4 kids, and their car broke down. And so on the middle of the road, the car broke down. They had to have it towed to a mechanic shop, and it was going to cost her like $700 to have it repaired. And it was just a blessing to be able to say, you know what, I got this. I'll take care of it. No rush. You don't have to rush and pay me back. Just pay me back by November. By the time it's time for me to go on to my cruise to the Bahamas in December, compliment the Dia's Domination. So I'm excited about what this business has done for my life and, the lives of so many others with just like 1995 and just really just taking action and just really just treating this business like a business, and it pays you like one. So I'm excited, and Scarlett, I'll keep running on and on. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you share your story and, and take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm just blessed to be here today, and can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and let Miss Lakeisha tell her story. I'm excited to hear it, and then I'll close mine out at the very end. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, Coach Lakeisha.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. I was having some camera difficulties, so I don't know if you can see me or not. So I'll try to have a smile on my face. Anyway, I am Coach Lakeisha Kenya, and I have been, in the industry for quite some time. I've worked for the last 20 years as a nurse. And my usual story is that, I want to appeal to other nurses who I know are burned out, who I know are tired. And, I always say this, that the average nurse, if you go to any hospital or nursing facility, and if there are 10 nurses on duty, at least 7 or 8 of those nurses has a second job. So usually, I try to appeal to nurses because I've been there and I've done that. And thanks to Dia's Domination, I have had the opportunity to retire myself from my full-time position. So I'm super, super excited about that. But today I read a post in our group with the Unit of Prosperity, in which we have a group of over 13,000 people, and it's like a community. It's like a extended family, where it's a platform where we all go to encourage, motivate, and inspire others. We post our successes in that area. We welcome team members, and it's just a place that it will help you build yourself to become a better person. Not that you're a bad person, but it just will help to uplift you if, or motivate you if you feel in any kind of way down or discouraged. So I just love being on that platform. So I go there quite often just to read, because although I am a life coach, and I'm a motivational person by nature, still the coach needs to be motivated at sometimes. So today upon my reading, I saw where an 18-year-old had bought herself a brand new MacBook Pro. And before the hangout, I really was intended to go and see how much a MacBook Pro would cost. So really, I don't know the cost of it, but I don't own one. So, however, I will be looking it up. But this 18-year-old student, mind you, was able to take the $20 decision with Dia's Domination, and she earned enough money to buy herself a MacBook Pro. Okay, so I want to today appeal to parents. This is a Winning Women Hangout. So, 90% of the people on here, I'm sure, are women. So, ladies, if you know a child that's 16, 17, or 18, if you have a child in your household that could be potentially on their way off to college, this is a great starting place for you to start your baby before you send them out of your house to college, to some campus, to some dormitory where they're going to have to go out to McDonald's or go out to Walmart or Zaxby's to work. and then you got to be at your home worried about, did they make it back to the dorm safely? Did they make it back, to their apartment, because they are out working a job? So wouldn't you want for your child to be able to earn an extra income from the comforts of their dormitory while they're studying? This would be an opportunity for them to, number one, learn how to be self-sufficient, for them to learn about, being a leader, to learn money management, and to learn the importance of, being an entrepreneur or having a plan B. So I just wanted to really appeal to the parents out there that are listening today. Just think about that. I mean, especially if you already have a kid who is off at college, you're paying their tuition, you're buying them a car, you're doing all those things. So why not have them to become self-sufficient for themselves? I can remember back in 1990 when I went off to college. And I was at college, and I worked at Walmart at the time. And I would have to catch the bus from my dormitory, from my college campus, and I would have to take the bus 2 hours early to get about no more than 15 minutes to the Walmart that I worked at. But I would have to catch the bus that much earlier, because in Montgomery, Alabama, the bus did not run all night, and you had to take a certain bus if you wanted to make it on time. So with that being said, at nighttime, I basically had to hitchhike, not hitchhike literally, but I had to ask around the store and ask other co-workers, whoever had a car, if they could take me back to my college campus. So my mom, although she didn't let me know how much she was worried about it, I'm sure she worried every night until I made that call and tell her, Mom, I'm back from work, you don't have to worry, And so I just want to appeal to you that if you have a student in your household, whether they're 16, 15, whatever age they are, start them off today. You might be looking at this and say, you know what, I don't know so well if I really want to be involved with this, but just think about it and pay it forward to your child. So I hope that this message gets through to someone who already might have been thinking about, how could my child make an extra $50 or $60 a week or day, or an hour, depending on if they put forth the effort to follow the proven training system that we have in place here.
Wow. First, thank you, because you know what? I have a son who just started his senior year of high school, and you're right. I'm going to need to teach him this, because I am not going to want him to have to, with this job, or I call it a job, it's really fun. I can do it whenever. I'm coaching cheerleading right now, and I can actually get out from coaching and do that. So that is a great idea if anybody's got kids that are in high school, kids that are in college. This is a great way to start. But you said something I just wanted to you kind of just touched on it. And did you say that you have retired from nursing?
Yes, I did, Scarlett. After I started with DS Domination, I actually started back in October, and I kind of just sat on it. I paid my $20, October. I paid my $20 in November, and then I talked to two other people who, I only had two people that joined my team because they saw, the advertisement for the Winning Women, so they went and watched it, or they may have very well seen our Monday night hangout, that's coming on tomorrow. And both of the women that I asked, had they made money. One of them had made $800 profit, and the other had made $2,000. So I was like, 2,000, I'm looking for another job, another nursing job, and I didn't want the nursing job that I had because I was already burned out. And here I am going to become a part of this same statistic that I just spoke of, to go and get a second nursing job. So at that point, I decided, you know what, I better really take a look at what I have here with DS Domination. And so upon my listing products, I listed 2 items December 2nd. They both sold on December 4th. So then I went scrounging around the house and trying to find some other things, because I'm like, wait a minute, I got to list and get rid of some of these things that I have just laying here collecting dust. So I ended up listing a couple of my own items I had a total of 8 sales the first week, and it yielded me $1,071, of which 770 was my profit because I sold, you know, a couple of my own items. So once I saw that the system really truly does work, and it wasn't just about me, although we always, you know, I like to say it's not all about the money. And moving forward, now that I am to the point where I was able to retire full time from my full time nursing job, I can say that it's really not all about the money. Now it's more about me having time to spend with my family. And this will be the first year since 1999 that I will be able to spend Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year, and I could even throw in Halloween at home with my family and the people that I love. You know, so yes, Scarlett, to answer your question, I was able to retire myself from my full-time nursing career, of which I've been a nurse for, you know, 20 years this month, and I am just so excited. But it was back in December that I made the decision that come heck or high water, I was going to make DS Domination the business for me. And even prior to that, I was studying to become a life coach, you know, and when you're building a business, you have to have so much working capital. You have to have, you know, your business plan and all those things. So I said, you know what, I'm going to utilize DS Domination to help finance my other goals and dreams. And that's truly what I have done, and I'm just really excited about it.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I remember when I started in February, and I would watch you guys, and I've seen you guys on Hangouts before, and just, I've heard about not being able to wait till you can retire, and I've heard all these others, but to say I have retired, that is awesome. That's really awesome. Something else that you mentioned, my name is Scarlett Roger, and you guys, here's just a simple one. If you want to retire from your job, see that little button below? Click that button below, because I'm telling you, it is life-changing. I got into DS Domination in February, and I was actually also taking a life coach class as well. And I was spending money every month, and there's another part of this, because in all income varies and all of that, and I did have some sales, and my eBay sales have done pretty well, and I love it. That thing goes off all the time. But there's the other side, and they do say you don't have to sell, which is totally correct. But once you start selling, if you kind of want to spread the news, you want to give it to your children. I've got a 23-year-old daughter, and when I first signed up, I was trying to talk her into get into it, because I do empowerment coach, and my ministry really is mothers who want to stay at home with their kids, and second time around women that are facing life change, and you want to share it. Well, the thing is that our Keisha Bass, who is the founder of the Winning Women's Network, who's just so dear to my heart, she actually was like my grand sponsor, and she reached out to me and really helped me get going. And the value that I have gotten from her and from her group and from the Unit of Prosperity, I mean, Reginald's back office is just so full of information. I have become a social media whiz at marketing, and I've learned how to do things. I've learned how to do YouTube, how to do annotations, how to do, just all kinds of things that I didn't even really, you don't pay extra for. This is just part of, yes, to be an affiliate, but this education and the support that you get, if you just want to become a part of a great community, click the button below. Because for myself, I'm at home during the day. My husband's a fireman. If the kids are gone at school, if they're with their dad, and he's on duty, it can get really lonely. And when you work from home, that there is that side of it. But with this, just like she mentioned, there's 13,000 people in our unit page. I believe, and I could be wrong, Keisha's Winning Women. I mean, I don't even want to say it. I know it's in the thousands and thousands. But and then she does these little challenges, and you get in like a 30-day challenge with her, and every day I have learned how to do so much stuff other than eBay, and now I'm so excited. I just got my first wholesale order. That's what I did today. I did all my orders. I'm getting ready to start doing stuff to Amazon, and I'm really excited about that. And it's amazing that it's $19.99. That's like 4 Starbucks, okay? Maybe 5. Give up Starbucks, go to the store, buy some, really good coffee and some whipped cream, give up Starbucks, pay the $19.99, and it's going to change your life. This has changed my life. Learning how to sell on eBay and getting ready to learn how to sell on Amazon, that is just a piece of the pie. The support, like I mentioned, I was in a life coaching class. I pretty much shelved that because I'm getting so much more from the training with my leaders like Rachel Kelly, a book club that we do every day during the week. She's got a group, Fearless Online Entrepreneurs. I have met some amazing people through this company. So just, you see that button, click that button below, join now, go back to the person who invited you, because DS Domination is not just a company, it's a family, I think. I mean, I've gone through some stuff in the past 6 months, and you know what? I feel like we're family. So I just, I always say this, and I want to thank you, Miss Keisha Bass, because you have just really changed my life, and really been an encourager to me. And I'm sure all the women on this panel feel the same way. And thank you for providing this forum right here for us too. So I hope you guys, it is 7:31. I think we are done. And I just thank you, everybody. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
No, I'm just excited about all the incredible ladies that stepped up to share their stories tonight. And as you said, it's a 1995 decision to get started and change your life. So, join us, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the inside in our group.
Thank you very much, you guys. Y'all have a wonderfully blessed week. And go in there, get signed up, because we're actually having an awesome 8 o'clock meeting with the owner of our company tonight. So if you sign up now, you might be able to get logged in with all of us, and that'd be really cool. So thank you, guys. Y'all have a great week.
All right. Good night.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.